And get moving. You can start through. Nothing is working. There we go. I was like, sound on my laptop wasn't coming on either. There we go. All set. All right, big circles to the front and to the back. And open up front to back. I'm sore from Monday. I took yesterday completely off, so I didn't do a thing but sit at the computer for 9 hours. So definitely stiff. Reach the arms overhead. Big breath in and take a drop right to left. One more time to the right. One more time to the left. Whew. Come back through center. Let's find our good morning. So that little hip hinge. Soft bend in the knees and the hips out behind you. Squeeze your glutes at the top. Just get some heat. Got another 3, 2, 1 more. Let's step it out and just find our wide leg forward fold here. So hands come to the small of your back. Fold it forward. Turn your toes just slightly towards one another. Press into the outer edges of your feet. And then just move a little bit into each knee here. Shake out your jaw. Shake out your neck. Breathe into the hamstrings. Little drops. You don't have to come all the way down. We're going to do some lateral lunges in the movement round today. All right, hands to small of back. Come on up. I want you to stay in a plie. Bring the hands to the inside of the thighs and just work the thighs open here. You can drop through the shoulders and take some twists through the spine to warm the spine just a little bit more. Few more seconds. So we're going to work through our 2 rounds of movement prep just to get the body really ready for the circuits. And this is our 3 rounds of circuit today. So we're going to start with our tabletop to down dog just for some heat through shoulders and upper body. We'll move into a windmill on the right and the left. And remember, with windmills, you can hold the weight overhead, you can hold a weight at the bottom, or you can hold one in each hand. Or if you want to do it in the beginning with no weight, don't use weight. And then we're going to move into our lateral lunges with a hand to hand. So you'll just take a light weight and just move from hand to hand. So it's 30 seconds. We're going to move quick between them. We'll only do 2 rounds of this at the beginning. So we're going to start first with that tabletop into a down dog. So go ahead and set up that tabletop. Knees can float. And I just want you to lift up and back. Just lift and lower. Use the exhale as you lift. Float the kneecaps, getting your core a little bit more warmed up as you find that tabletop. But press the heels towards the ground as you hit that down dog, stretching out the back side of your body. We got about 5 seconds left on this, and then we're going to pop up and move into the windmill on the right side. Another 3, 2, and rest. So your choice what weight you use here on this windmill. You can use a weight, remember, overhead. It doesn't need to be heavy, but the weight's going to start in the left hand if you're going to hold it overhead. Your right toes are going to be out, left toes are towards the front of the room. So do right and left side. I'm going to take the hand overhead, soft little bend in that right knee as you lift and lower. Remember, your chest opens up. The right knee is not moving and bending. It's got a little bend in it just to give you some space, but it's not moving as you lower. Chest is nice and open, so don't dump the weight forward. You've got another 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's switch sides. Right toes to 12 o'clock, turn those left toes out. Your choice again on the weight, soft little bend in that left knee, and lift and lower when you're ready. Now remember, with windmills, the more narrow your feet are, the closer together they are, the harder it is. So maybe for this first round, I've got my feet pretty nice and wide here, just because I feel really stiff. So the wider the stance, It just takes a little bit of the intensity out of it. Just a few more seconds. Another 3, 2, and rest. All right, now you're going to turn your toes to set up for your lateral lunge. I'm going to keep that light weight I was using. You're going to transfer the weight as you move from knee to knee here. So if you move into that right knee, the weight's in the right hand, then you pop it across to the left. All right, so drop into that right knee, take it across to the left. Again, you don't need this to be heavy weight. This is all meant just to get the body warm. Keep moving. Got about 10 seconds left here. And then we're moving back into that tabletop down dog. Quick in between everything. Another 2, 1, and rest. All right. So we're gonna come on down. Tabletop to down dog. Tuck the toes. Take another breath in. And on that exhale, just lift it up. 30 seconds. Remember, you're pressing the heels towards the ground as you come into that down dog. And then we'll come up and move into our plank in another 3, 2, and 1. We're coming up to windmill. I don't know why I said plank. Come on up. All right. Left toes at 12 o'clock. Right toes out, your choice on that weight, and let's move. So I narrowed my stance just a little bit on this round since I'm a little bit more warm, but just listen to where you are. We got another 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on up. We're going to switch sides. We'll move in just a couple more seconds. All right. Right toes are at 12 o'clock, and let's move. We'll move into those lateral lunges from here, and then I'll explain your circuit today. There's nothing too complicated in the circuit. It's all pretty familiar movement today. We are going to do 3 rounds of it. You got another 4, 3, 2, and rest. All right. Set it up. Lateral lunges, just one more time. You move in another 3, 2, and right knee, left knee. Weights back on your heels. Get nice and warm through the glutes, the hamstrings, the inner thighs. Got about 10 seconds left. Another 4, 3, 2, rest. All right, so this is where we're going. You can use kettlebells, you can use dumbbells, of course, for your circuit today. It's totally up to you. But for the first exercise, we're going to be on the right side. We've got a row with a tricep kickback. So you're going to find your hinge, and if you've got a kettlebell, you can still hold the handle of that bell. It'll be a row to a kickback on that right side. We'll step then into a split squat. And remember, that means that it's just a little bit more narrow than a lunge. So we'll drop right into that front knee. The weight's going to be in the right hand still. The right foot's going to be out front. Then we'll do left side. And then we've got a chop that we'll come into that I'll show you how to do that for shoulders and core. We've got a sumo deadlift or a sumo squat. That's your choice. And then we've got some core in there. So 45 seconds of work. We're going to start on the right side. So go ahead and make a decision about that row and tricep for 45 seconds. Weights in the right hand. Find that hinge back. I want you to row, squeeze, and then kick. So you can slow this down because you got to row and kick. And maybe the weight's heavier today because you're using a kettlebell in that arm. Keep your shoulders nice and square. Use the exhale with the movement. You got about 10 seconds left on this. You got another 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. All right, so if you want to get a heavier weight because you're moving into legs, you can switch the weight out. Your right foot's going to be out front at 12 o'clock. The left foot's going to be behind you like a kickstand for that split squat. Weight is going to be in the right hand. So right toes 12 o'clock. Take that left foot back, drop it straight down, press it up, squeeze. Now you can obviously hold the weight at your chest too. Makes it just a little bit harder to have it on the right side. It's also working your obliques a little bit more. Whew. And the grip too. Press through that right front foot. You're almost there. You got about 5 seconds left. Another 4, 3, 2, and rest. All right, so we're moving the left side and the rest here. You've got row into a kickback. Little back, little tricep action with this. All right, we're gonna rest for another 10 seconds or so. Weights in the left hand. Find that row, kick it back. Squeeze, kick. So make sure you're using heavier weight than what you would use for our 90-second set. If it feels okay, you're just not going to get as many reps in, which is fine. Ten seconds. We got another 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. All right. Left side split squat. So again, you can grab a heavier weight for your legs if you would like. Right foot's going to come behind you this time. Got about 5 seconds here. Drop down and grab that weight. And let's move. 45 seconds left side. Squeeze. Glutes engage at the top. Make sure your chest isn't dropping too far forward. If you really lean over the front leg, you're going to cause strain in the low back. So you're going to lean a little bit, but it should just be a natural bend at the waist and not a fold over. You've got 15 seconds. Whew. 10. You got another 5, 4, 3, 2, rest. Whew. Okay, we rest here. Next exercise, we're moving into a chop. So with the chop, you don't need to use a heavy weight. You can use a dumbbell or a kettlebell for this. And with that chop, if you've got a kettlebell, you can hold the horns. If you've got a dumbbell, you're going to crush the ends of it. So I'm going to chop up towards the left. My body pivots as I do that just slightly. So I'm going to reach, that right heel pops up and pull all the way across. So it's a reach, pull all the way across. So it's literally like you're swinging an axe if you've ever swung an axe before. All right, shoulders square. Take a big breath in. Inhale, reach. Exhale, pull across. Inhale, and you want to control it as you do that. That weight's going to come down by your right hip. Breathe. Your chest and your hips follow just slightly. Whew. This burns too. You got it. Keep going. You've got another 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Whew. So that's obviously some shoulders, but it's actually a standing core exercise, getting your shoulders too, of course. All right, so next thing, moving into a sumo deadlift, or you can do any deadlift stance that feels okay for you. You can do a more narrow stance, a little bit wider, but for the sumo, we're gonna step out really nice and wide. We're only doing the sumos one time during the workout today. So you might be able to use a heavier weight. Knees are gonna bend nice and soft, shoulders down the back. Take that hinge down to the weight, press your knees open. Exhale, press through the heels as you come up, hinge. So you're gonna stay on the hinge this whole time. And again, you can change the stance, but I want you to set the weight completely to the ground between each one. Use that exhale as you come up. Whew. 10 seconds. You got another 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Whew. All right, so now we're gonna move into the other side on that chop. You're gonna rest a little bit longer here. So this time the weight's gonna move to the right and you're gonna chop it down to the left, right to the left. All right, we got a few more seconds. Go ahead and grab your weight. You're gonna chop it up, right side. Big inhale, exhale, pull. Whew. You got it. Make sure you're breathing, embracing the core as you do this. You've got 5 more seconds. 3, 2, and rest. Whew. All right, we're coming down for this last one. You've got to get up, sit up. Both hands will be on the weight for this get up, sit up. The get up, sit up is the straight legs. The weight stays over your chest the whole time, and you sit nice and tall at the top. So both hands will be on that weight. Legs are straight. You can take them kind of wide. Take a big breath in, exhale, sit it up. Make the weight a little bit more challenging. You don't have to do as many reps. Use that exhale as you sit up. Sit nice and tall. At the top. Try to keep the weight over your chest and not swing it over your head when you come down to your back. That takes the momentum out of it. 5 seconds. Another 4, 3, 2, and rest. Whew. All right, so that's one round is done. We're gonna do all that 2 more times, but I'm gonna change it up just a little bit. We'll add some pulsing and some tempo changes just to change it up for you some, change up the monotony of the 3 rounds. But we're gonna rest here. We're gonna start back on that row, row tricep kickback. We'll isolate a little bit more of the row on this round, just because we didn't get your back on Monday. So we'll give the back a little bit more attention on this round. All right, go ahead and grab your weight in the right hand. Let's start first on the combination. Take your hinge, row, kick. Nice and controlled. Do 2 more. 1 more. Now switch just to the row. Squeeze. Stay on the row. Take the tricep out of it. 15 seconds. 10 seconds. Another 4, 3, 2, rest. Whew, that adds a little bit of heat. All right. Right side, split squat. All right, we're gonna slow it down on the tempo this time. As we move down, we'll move a little bit slower, quicker on the up. Weight is in the right hand, or you've got the weight in both hands. Take that more narrow stance. Now move nice and slow for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, come up on a 1 count, lower for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, come on up. So find that slower tempo for this whole set. Slow it down, quick as you come up. Just keep moving your pace. You can feel the difference on the decline or as you move down on the negative when you slow down. You got 5 seconds. 3, 2, rest. All right, left side. Tricep. Row. We'll do a little bit at the beginning with the triceps in there, and then we're gonna isolate your row on this left side. You've got another 4, 3, 2, find that hinge, row, kick it back. Stay tucked in your pelvis. Take the pressure out of your low back. Almost there, do 1 more row with the kickback. Isolate that row. Squeeze. You got it. 10 seconds, less than 10. Got another 4, 3, 2, rest. Whew. All right, left side split squat. Same thing, we're gonna move slower as we move down. I'll count the first few with you and then I'll let you move so you can just find the tempo on your own. Left toes 12 o'clock, right foot back. Weight in left hand. Whew. All right, nice and slow as you move down for 3, 2, 1, come on up. Nice and slow, press it up. 3, 2, 1, exhale up. Make sure you're not slamming that left knee locked as you come up. You just want a nice little soft bend and engagement of the glutes at the top. You got it. Almost there. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, rest. Whew. All right, we're coming back to the chop. We're gonna chop up and over to the left. Up and over to the left. All right, go ahead and pick up that weight. Feet come a little wider than your hips. Big inhale reaches up to the left. Exhale, control as it comes down by your right hip. Almost there. About 10 seconds. Another 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Whew. All right, sumo deadlifts. We're not going to change the tempo on these. I just want you to set that weight down between each deadlift. Make sure weight's back in your heels. Make sure you've got resistance in the knees, pressing them out towards your pinky toes. Go ahead and set up your weight. Soft little bend in the knees. Hinge at the hips to come down to the weight. Big breath in. Exhale, come on up. Shoulder blades are drawn down the back. So your spine is super secure. All the muscles engaged around the spine. Whew. Keep going. About 15 seconds. Whew. Another 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. All right. Right side. Chop. And rest for a few more seconds here. All right, go ahead and grab your weight. And we move. Right side reach, exhale. Down by your left hip. Whew. Almost there. We're doing closer to 30 seconds on these. A little bit harder. Another 4, 3, 2, and rest. Whew. All right, get up, sit ups. Round 2. We'll be done after this. All right. So down to the back. Weights over the chest. Big breath in. Exhale, sit it up. $20 seconds. 10 seconds. 3, 2, and rest. Whew. Okay. We rest here. We're gonna do everything one more time. We'll change up the tempo on those split squats on this round. Again. And then with the rows and the triceps, we'll isolate the triceps and the rows this time. So you'll just listen for my cues on this final round. Rest for a few more seconds. Grab some water if you need it. All right. Go ahead and grab your weight for your row tricep. We're gonna do the combination first, and then I just want you to listen to my cues as we peel it apart. All right, find that hinge. Go ahead and row, kick it back. Shoulders stay nice and square. Tuck the pelvis just slightly. One more combo. All right, now row it up. Isolate the triceps for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Isolate the row for 5. Squeeze. 3. Another 2. One more. Back on that combo. Row, kick. 5 seconds left. That's it. Another 3, 2, and rest. Okay. Split squat. We're gonna do some singles, just regular count, and we'll pulse it out at the end. So right foot at the front, left foot's back, right hand's got that weight. All right, single count, lift and lower. Press through that right heel as you come up. Single count doesn't mean you have to move super fast either. You still want to control, squeeze the inner thighs. Almost there. All right, meet me down at the bottom. Pulse, nice and low. Weights in that right front heel. Another 4, 3, 2, rest. All right, left side. Row and tricep. You'll listen for my cues to pull it all apart. We're gonna start first on the combo. Left hand's got the weight, find your hinge, row, kick. Shoulders level. All right, on the next one, I want you to pull it up. 5 kickbacks for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5 rows. Pull it all back together. Kick it back. Row, kick. Almost there. And rest. Whew. All right, left side split squat. Same thing, you're gonna do single counts, and then we'll find those pulses. Weights in the left hand, left toes out front, right foot back, single count. Remember your knees are at 12 o'clock. Your pace here. Almost there. All right, meet me down at the bottom. Pulse. So it's just a smaller lift. 3, 2, rest. Whew. Done with those. Okay. We chop to the left. Nearing the end here. All right. We're gonna chop to the left. Go ahead and grab that weight. Big breath in, reach it up and across. Exhale, control it down to that right hip. Let your gaze move to the left as you reach open to the left. Then you follow the weight down to your right hip. Another 5, 4, 3, 2, rest. All right, one more set of those sumo deadlifts. Almost there today. Almost to the end of this third round. Okay. Remember, you're gonna set that weight down in between each one. Feet come nice and wide. Find that hinge down to the weight and let's move. Last 45 seconds of these. Don't overarch your back at the top. You just want to squeeze your glutes when you come up. The knees also don't lock out. Set the weight down in between each one and just slow it down and make sure you're ready to lift. "15 seconds. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. 3, 2, rest. All right, chop to the right. All right, go ahead and grab that weight. Big inhale, takes it up and over to the right. Control it down to the left. Whew. I don't do these often because I don't like them, because they're hard, which is not a good reason to not do them. We got 5 seconds. Another 4, 3, 2, and rest. All right, one more round to get up, sit ups. All right. Okay. Come on down to the back. You've got your weight. We're gonna move here in about 10 seconds. Another 5, 4, 3, 2, weights over the chest. Inhale, sit it up. Or exhale, sorry, sit it up. Breath is at the bottom. I'm gonna breathe out as you sit up. Whew. 10 seconds. Another 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. All right. We go. We're gonna do 2 rounds at the end just to top everything off. We're gonna do 2 rounds of swings, and if you can, play with some single-sided swings. You don't have to do one side for the whole time. We're only doing 30 seconds, so you might be able to do one side the whole time. And in between the swings, you're gonna come down into a plank. Let me show you what that plank looks like. This is a little bit different than anything you've done. So you're gonna start on your left, or actually on your right forearm. You're gonna be in a side plank. Your right knee can be down. Then you're gonna push the left hand on the ground, lift and open to the left. Carefully set that right arm back down, twist the hips. Now this can very easily be done. Knee down, I lift, knee down. So the biggest thing is that you control as you move from the forearm to the hand, so you're not ripping up the shoulders. So we're just doing 30 seconds, 2 rounds, that's it. Nothing too crazy. All right. We're gonna start on the swings though. 30 seconds, your choice if you wanna do single-sided or 2 hands, but let's move here. I'm just doing 5 on each side and switching and then doing 2 hands. So you can just kind of play with it. The single-sided stuff just works your core a little bit more. It's a little different. You got another 3, 2, 1 more, rest. All right, come on down. Right forearm is down. Set up that right forearm plank. Bottom knee is up or down. Big breath in. Exhale, left hand comes down, open up, side plank. Come back to your right forearm. Control, open up, reach. Left hand down. One more, right forearm, left hand. Come on up. Whew. Rest. Left side, just one more round. Just 2 rounds to finish us off today. Then we'll stretch for a few minutes. Ooh, I'm sweaty today. All right. We move in 3, 2, and let's go. Last 30 seconds of swings. Five, 4, 3, 2, rest. All right, one more set of these. This time you're starting on your left forearm and you come up to the right hand. So we're switching sides and then this is it, we'll be done for today. All right, left forearms down. Come into that left forearm plank. Right fingertips reach up. Big breath in, exhale, right hand down, open up, side plank. Left forearm back down. Twist open, right hand down. Keep moving. One more. Left forearm, right hand. You are done. Come down to a seat from here. Take your legs out long, out front. Whew, shake them out. Take your right ankle, flex it, take it across the top of your left thigh, and just draw everything in nice and tight. Press your shoulders open, keep that right ankle flexed. Breathe into that right hip. Let the shoulders stretch out a little bit here. Release, shake it out. Left ankle, right thigh, bring it in. Same thing, I want you just to press that left hip, get a nice stretch on that left hip. Take it out, shake it out. Whew. Let's come into a seated forward fold. So both legs extend, you can bend through the knees. Bring your hands down by your hips and just hinge at the hips as you walk forward. Your chest can stay up. Or when you're ready, you can take that fold forward. Maybe you bend the knees one at a time. Just breathe into the hamstrings here. Come on up. Sit comfortably, bring your right leg to the top. Bring your right arm out front and just stretch out through the wrist. Flip the wrist over. Take that right arm across the front of the body, stretch it out. Release, bring the hands to the tops of your knees and just take a few seated cat-cows, rolling through your spine and your neck, your jaw. And then switch out the cross of your legs. Left leg to the top, take that left arm out front, stretch it back. Flip it over. Take the left arm across the front of the body, stretch out that left shoulder. And then take any circles through your spine, through your neck, through your jaw that you'd like to take here. And then you are done.